What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What?
Should we watch a movie or should we play some board games?
I don't know, you pick.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, I chose last time, it's your turn.
Yeah, but I chose the 2 options.
And that's just picking between a board game or a movie. Imagine asking our own generation to pick between a career, a college, a life, a relationship.
It is not normal to be wildly indecisive.
Today, I think it is pretty normal to be pretty indecisive.
Sure, sometimes if you can't decide whether or not you want to order out or cook food for yourself, yeah, that's totally fine. But
I mean, all the time. That's all the time. Actually, for me, I never have that question because I don't want to spend money outside. So I starve or I cook food.
I'm talking about really struggling to make decisions for yourself. And personally, I struggle with making decisions for a couple of reasons. Mainly, it's because so much of my time growing up was focused on what other people wanted, other people's emotions, that I didn't really have time or space for my own.
I mean, isn't that all of us though? We all grew up, we all want to fit in, we all wanted to make friends, so what do? We try to please others. We do things that we might not want to do, but if the whole group wants to do it as collective, you don't want to be the odd one out. I think that's just human nature.
And so the way that I kind of see that seeping its way into my adult life is if someone asks me what movie I want to watch, if I'm hanging out with a friend and they ask me what movie I want to watch, I'm like, I don't know, what do you want to watch? That's like my go-to response. And even if I have something in mind, I might suggest it, but then if there's a hint that they don't want to watch that movie, consider it off the table. I would so much rather watch something that someone else wants to watch, even if I don't like it, than watching something that I want to watch, especially if there's even a hint that the other person is hesitant about it. And I think this just comes from me for so long being so hyper aware of the emotions and moods of the people that I was around that I'd rather just kind of like tuck what I want to do away, and whatever everybody else wants to do, I'm fine with that because I can handle it.
Honestly, I think we all used to be that way at some point. Now, I just don't care. Someone asks me if I want to go out, I say no. It's just, it is what it is. I think it's something that you get over as you grow up. It's definitely harder in your earlier years, in high school, college. You want to fit in, make friends. But now that I'm reaching the unk status, I'm just too tired to do stuff. I'm not mean about it, but if I don't want to do something, I just say no. There's no need to apologize. Just be polite about it and move on.
I think I just figured out why I am so indecisive. Like if someone says, do you want to do this or this? I'm like, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Or I'm like, oh, we can do this. But if you want, we can do the other thing too. It's totally up to you, you know. It's because growing up...
I think the best thing to say, this is what I say now, is I'm easy. I'm easy. Whatever you want to do, I'm easy. Anyway, that's beside the point.
No one sat me down and was like, hey, what do you think you should do? It was more so, you should do this, do this. What are you doing? Don't do that, do this. I've realized that as a parent, you're supposed to be patient.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but if you're Asian or grew up in a strict household, you were always told what to do. You were told how to do it. And if you did something wrong, they were on top of you. So if anyone's Asian, they can relate, or anyone had a strict upbringing, you could definitely relate to this. You didn't have much choice. It was always do it this way. Why are you doing it that way? What's wrong with you? And when I finally turned 22, graduated college, and I had the decision now to choose my own life, choose my own path, I was so lost. I had no clue what to do. And it was a crazy transition. It took me years to figure out, and I'm still figuring it out.
Supposed to be patient. You're supposed to have the time to let them decide. Make decisions. And if they make the wrong one, you're supposed to explain to them that that's the wrong one and this is the right one, instead of being like, do this, do that, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Now, when I'm not told what to do and I'm told to make a decision, it's like I don't have the ability. I just kind of, I don't know.
Now when I make a decision or have to make one, especially big life ones like choosing a career, going back, whether to go back to school or not. Something I thought about for years, almost 3 years since I graduated college. Should I go back? It's so much optimization. It's like pros, cons, pros, cons. You're just stuck in this loop. It's horrible. And this is the loop that I'm talking about.
The problem is I can't get anything done because there are too many things that need to be done, and the things that need to be done are too numerous to actually get them done, but I have to start doing them or else I won't be able to do anything. But I can't do any of the things that I want to do until I do the things that I need to do. But if I do the things that I need to do before the things that I want to do, then the things that I want to do will never happen, and the things that I want to do, some of them will make the things that I need to do more enjoyable, but the things that I need to do can't get done because I'm surrounded by all these things that I want to do that I can't do. So what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, that was a lot. Essentially, what she's saying is you can't do what you want to do until you do what needs to get done. And what you need to do, you're struggling to do because what you want to do is right there. So now you're just stuck figuring out what you should do, and then you just don't know what to do. I don't know if I made that any better, but that was pretty much how people think in the loops that we can get into when faced with too many decisions. And this next clip will show you really what you have to do when we get stuck in these loops.
Rather than waste your time being stressed over making the right decision, make the decision right. Randomly choose. Now, you can randomly choose if you want an Almond Joy or a Snickers. Nobody's gonna care, right? It's the exact same thing about getting married or not, taking the job or not. You can only live one life. If there were some magical way that I could live a life as somebody who's had 3 kids and somebody who hasn't had kids, maybe I can make a comparison, but you don't have that available to you. So I say to my students, should you go to Harvard or should you go to Yale? So they made a decision to go to Harvard. So let's say it's terrible. Oh, I wish I had gone to Yale. There's no way of knowing that Yale wouldn't have been worse, better, the same. And that's why regret is so mindless, because the choice you didn't take, you're presuming, would have been better.
The message of that is really, sometimes you just have to send it. You don't know what the outcome will be. The grass is always going to be greener on the other side, and staying stuck and not deciding is a decision, and that one is always the wrong one. You're better off if you were lost in a forest, walking in one direction, trying it out, and if it turns out that was the wrong direction, well, at least you know now that is not the direction to go, and you can start going the other way. And yeah, it sucks, you wasted that time, but now at least you do have that clarity. So making a decision is always the best decision. Staying stuck is always the worst decision. And I found this Reddit thread here that's 24 days ago, so fairly new and fairly relevant in my opinion. It's called "The Paradox of Modern Life is that having infinite options has made us more paralyzed and less satisfied than any generation before us." And that's never been more true. All of us have gone on Amazon to look up a toothbrush or toothpaste or something that seems so simple, a watch maybe, and then found that there was 2,000 options for it. Then you get stuck there comparing each option, looking at reviews, seeing the 4-star, 5-star, seeing what people like, people don't like, comparing, and what should have been a 5-minute decision at best turns into a whole research. It turns into this whole list of pros and cons between product A and product B, which both probably are equally as good, but you just can't decide. This person has been reflecting on how the sheer volume of choice in everything, careers, partners, where to live, where to eat, is actually eroding the ability to be happy. When you have 10 options, you pick one and make it work. When you have 10,000 options, you pick one and spend the rest of your night wondering if one of the 9,999 options would have been better. We've turned life into a perpetual optimization project. We don't want a good life, we want the optimal life. And the pressure is making us miserable. I mean, who here has sat and thought about what career, what college, what job they should have, the pros and cons? Pros of remote job, you get to stay home all day, you don't get to socialize. Pros of going to work, there's a commute, the gas money, but you get to see people interact. It's the pros of being a doctor, lots good pay, but then the cons, lots of hours, lots of school though. Pros of being a PA, less schooling, good money, more balanced life, but it's oversaturated. Like, it just goes on and on and on. Person says, I'm starting to think that true freedom isn't the ability to choose anything, it's the ability to be content with what you've already chosen. That's some bars right there, because we need to learn how to make a decision and be happy with it, and not think about the what ifs, the would it have been better if I went down this path, what if I chose the other path and it was so much better. Now we're just stuck here with regret and FOMO. This brings us to the next point, but in a world that profit maximizes off our FOMO, is it even possible to opt out of that mindset anymore? Let me know what you guys think. I'll put this Reddit in the comments below, but I think there's a lot to be learned about what this guy's saying. He definitely thought about this at late at night, 2 a.m., just thinking like, man, what's up with this? And it's so true. There's too many options and it just makes us stuck. And I know I've done it. What if I didn't choose this path? What would my life look like? And you just wonder, how would my life be better? How can I make my life better? That's all, at least for me, that's how I think. Anyway, just remember to keep on marinating.